Hey everyone, it's Squeaks, and today I'm going to take you on a tour of a garden. So this is not my garden. I'm at my brother's house right now, and I'm house sitting for him, so I take care of the garden by watering it. So I'll do that today while you guys watch. The first thing I have to do is get all the hot water out of the hose. So I kind of just spray it around and wait until it's not hot because I don't want to burn the plants. I don't want to, you know, hot water is hot to us and it's hot to the plants too. So I don't want to burn all the plants down. So this is the garden, and they've had this garden up for a few months now at least, and it's definitely hit the point in the summertime when there's lots of sunshine, so it's very thriving, has leaves everywhere. There's lots of weeds. Some people call them weeds, I call them life. So there are lots of weeds that are just kind of left in there, and that's okay too. So first I will show you some of the plants. So the first thing I'm going to water is these strawberries down here. And these strawberries already had a little bit of a watering this morning, so I'm just going to give them a quick little spray. And now what we can do is go find those strawberries. See, this one has been eaten a little bit. Or no, maybe it's just a little bit small. That's fun though. Look how cute it is. Has three little like berries kind of stuck together. That's really cool. And then there's ones under here. This one's not quite ready. Also growing a little funky. They might look a little different than the ones you get in your store. That's what keeps it fun. So this one has kind of, you know, like gotten a little old and a little squishy and maybe been eaten a little bit by a bird or something. So therefore, I'm not going to keep this one. I'm actually going to give it to the chickens. So let's take this over to the chickens. Hello chickadees, how you doing today? Oh, thank you for answering. We will do a meet the chickens another day, but for now they love their berries, so I'm gonna give them some extra. Did you steal it? They like to take it from each other and then fight over the little berry. They're all very nice to each other though. Very nice siblings. All right, back to the garden. So I don't see any more strawberries today that I want to pick. None that seem, oh, maybe this one. Hello. You really have to look. This one looks great. I'm actually just gonna eat it right now. You really should go wash it and everything, but it's okay. YOLO. That is so good. There's nothing like a fresh berry right off the vine, and I hope you guys get the chance to do that sometimes. Sometimes you can go to like a farm and do it. It's really cool. So over here we have all of our herbs. There's also lots of weeds in there as well. For instance, this is not an herb that they are growing, but this is some oregano, and what's cool is you can kind of see the later stages of these herbs because it's been very, very hot and they've been growing for a long time, so they've done what's known as bolting, which is where they grow really, really tall. And sometimes that makes these leaves a little more bitter and something you wouldn't want to eat. I still enjoy it a lot of the time. And then they get these flowers on them. So these flowers form and then they drop their seeds and then they can regrow more and more herbs, and that's kind of like the life cycle. So you can see some of the smaller plants and then they grow up, 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 and then you get little seeds. You get little flowers that come out of the little budding, and then the little seeds drop. So that's very cool. Back here we have a little bit of rosemary, another bolted one, so you see how tall it is. But it's still pretty delicious, honestly. I like to eat the herbs fresh and just imagine the different dishes I'll make with it. I love making pasta dishes with all of these herbs. So back here we have a little bit of dill. See, fluffy little dill. Dill reminds me of just like pickles and delicious things. All right, so Right here we have a few hanging tomato plants. These are Roma tomatoes. They have this long shape to them. So we have little green ones right here. Let's see if we can find any flowers to look at on these. So the tomato plants have leaves like this. And then you get little flowers that come. Oh, here's one. See these little yellow flowers? So these flowers form, and then from out of there comes this little kind of jacket they get, and then the whole fruit grows. So this one is nice and orange, it's almost ready. Sometimes I like to pick them a little bit earlier than their full red phase because they'll start to split and the birds will come and get them. Lots and lots of tomatoes, almost ready to pick. And then right next to it, we have cherry tomatoes. So if you kind of look in, you can find little cherry tomatoes that you can pick once they get red. Right now we have green ones, kind of how they start out, and then we have orange ones, and then this one looks ready, so let's pick it. Like I said, I pick them a little bit orange sometimes still, just because if I wait a little too long, then it's too late. If you look here, it looks like a couple tomatoes might have morphed together and formed this giant tomato. So cool. This is kind of the typical size, and this is a very different size, but equally as important and fun. All right, so now we have some peppers. These ones are the green bell peppers right here. And look, we have a little baby one growing right now. So exciting to see the very beginning of the process. Oh, another little baby. Hello. Oh, even smaller. Wow, each time we went down and down in size, and that's so cool. So this one can be picked, or I can leave it on and wait till it ripens a little bit more. But it is pretty ready. See, those colors kind of blend in. You almost can't even tell there's something there. And then if we keep going in, back here we have some red ones. And they're hiding. They're very small right now, but they honestly could be picked. You might have seen in the store before the tiny little red tomato or red peppers like this. They're pretty delicious. Sometimes they're called snacking peppers, and I absolutely love snacking peppers. So I might pick that one later this week. Under here we have some eggplants. So these eggplant leaves are kind of interesting. They have lots of holes in them, and I don't think they're supposed to. I think maybe the plant has gotten some kind of fungus or something going on, but they already fruited. So we already have these beautiful big eggplants on here, and I am gonna pick one today. Let's see if it just pops off, or if I'm probably gonna use a knife later, and I'll just cut right there and take one in, and I'm gonna roast that up today. Can't wait. So here is our big, humongous, beautiful, big old green squash plant. So green squash, or I guess you can call it zucchinis, green zucchinis. It's a type of squash. So if you look, it's very dense in here. It's like a little jungle, but right around the base, it's so shady in here. It's like a little fort. I honestly could stay forever. Invite all my friends. Everybody should come to my little zucchini fort. But look at the base here. There's this big, beautiful zucchini. Like, this is huge. I have a bigger one inside right now that I usually use before I pick this one. And then all of this is pretty sharp, actually. I don't know if you can see kind of little thorns in there, but I was just really in that little fort. Okay, so I don't know what this plant is, but it looks like it's not really doing the best right now. That's okay. It might be more zucchini, it's just not fully developed. Over here, we have one of my favorite foods, which is beets. And I know the world is divided on beets, like whether you like them or not, but I love their color. Look at that. They have these beautiful red stems. These little mamas look like they need more water today. I already watered them once and they're already they're too hot. See, getting some crunchy leaves in here. But what's cool is they kind of already come out of the ground sometimes when they're ready. So if you can see, if I can move the camera around and show you, we have a beet that is ready right here. Yay! Look how beautiful. So now all I have to do is wash that off, scrub it, and I think I'm gonna roast this one, or I could pickle it. And to do that, I'll just add a little vinegar, a little bit of sugar, make some sweet pickled beets. And that is one of my favorite foods. My grandma makes an amazing pickled beet. So I'm gonna put that right here next to all my strawberry friends. And then next, see all this green lusciousness? It looks like a beautiful overgrown field or something, but really what's in there is carrots. So what we're gonna do is dig up a carrot today. I don't have my digging tools right on hand, so hopefully we can kind of just dig it up and find it. Oh, yay! This is a beautiful little one. She's still pretty small, but she is beautiful and she's worthy, and we're gonna eat her. Thank you for growing. So we're gonna put her in our little pile of food that we're taking in today. A beet, a carrot, and a tomato. And next we have another one of my favorites and another one of the chickens' favorites, so we'll give them a little snack. Let's pick out a very beautiful piece of celery. See how tall this celery has gotten? It's got this beautiful, luscious greenery around the top. You've probably seen in the stores these little leaves and stuff. Some people eat them and some don't. I usually cut them off, or I'll chop them up into something, but we are gonna pull off this. I'm just gonna snap it today. Sometimes I cut them, but today I'm just gonna snap that one. Beautiful green top. Whew, it is so hot out today, but that's okay. That is what makes things grow. So we're gonna take this over to the chickens. Hey chickadees. We're back. Say hello, campfire tree. Anybody want some? Oh, I'm sorry to scare you. So they love a little snack of celery, as do I. Love it with some peanut butter or some ranch, maybe a little cashew dip. But these little ladies like it plain, don't ya? All right, so I think we have explored everything that is in the garden. Thank you guys so much for coming and visiting the garden today. I'm gonna finish watering it now because I think we need a little bit more water on some of these plants. So thank you so much for coming. Remember to eat some freshness in your food today because it all comes from the ground, and it's beautiful and it makes you feel really good and really strong. So I hope you guys have the best day ever. See you later.